I am the amazing Lord Milo, leader of the CGH and the funny katana maker of Gun Raiders. I got it from the Halloween event, like right at the very beginning of Gun Raiders, when they had 1,000 free Raider coins for joining the game and then 500 for Halloween. And I just grabbed the Reaper from the shop because it was the only cool skin in the game at that point. I used it for a bit, but then I stopped using it in favor of like a samurai skin for a very long time. But as of recently, I've been working on a project for like a group I'm in, and one of the characters, like from that story, has a like black cloak. So since the Reaper looks fairly similar to that, I use it because it matches that character. This game is very unique in that it is one of the only movement shooters in VR. I've always really enjoyed movement shooters, stuff like Titanfall 2, Ultra Kill, anything where you can just go unbelievably fast. And this game lets you do that. You know, you got wall running, especially stuff like gauntlets, just letting you go super duper quick all over the place. And then also the community being, at least in some parts, very welcoming. Folks like CJ, College, Slayer, just really cool people who are very fun to play with. Depends on how seriously I'm playing. Most of the time, I don't play all that serious in this game. I'll just go to hubs and mess around and troll hub kids. And whenever I'm doing that, I'll just use my sword and my knife. I have the matching pair. Lets me, mess around, be a little silly. Fun weapon, just also very stylish. It's a sword in a gun game, and getting kills with it always feels satisfying. But if I'm ever playing seriously, I'll use gauntlets. Once again, for like the speed reasons. Going fast is always fun. Very, very aggressive. Most of the time when I play, I don't really care if I die as long as I get more kills. A great comparison, I was talking with my buddy College Debt once, who is a very skilled player in this game. His strategy is more like get one kill and then live, and then just do that over and over again until he has a lot of kills and very few deaths, whereas my strategy is something closer to like get 2 to 3 kills and then die. I know I'm not going to live very long, but as long as I get more kills than I have deaths, I'll end up at like the top of the leaderboard. Depends on scenario. I tend to be fairly focused if I'm in like a 1v1 or like playing seriously with gauntlets, but most of the time I'll just put on some music and go to the Melee Dojo in a hub and use katana. And whenever I'm doing that, it's mostly just like stress relief more than anything. I have a big playlist that I use just for this game, and I'll just listen to my music and stab children. I mute my microphone and I turn up my music to the point where I can't hear it. Like, I'll even turn off my audio for this game, so I can't hear anyone and no one can hear me. I'm just on my side, listening to music, playing katana. On other people's side, just playing silently, not responding to anything. Health is a resource. It's not about like not taking any damage at all. Sometimes you are going to take damage in this game. The question comes down to like how much health can you spend to get a kill. Thinking of health as like a currency that you can give up in exchange for winning a gunfight can lead you to a lot of kills that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise if you were just entirely playing safe. And that's kind of more in the aggressive like playstyle I have, where I don't really care about avoiding taking damage. The only thing I care about is killing the enemy before they kill me. Even if they leave me at 1 health, I still count that as a victory. I spent my 99 health efficiently to get that kill. There have been actually quite a few. Melee Dojo getting added was pretty big, even though that was recent, just because there were so many people playing it the first day and it was so chaotic. a lot of the times that me and CJ went Titan hunting, back when Juggernauts were first introduced, when they had 15,000 health instead of just 5,000, those were fun because it was like actually a big challenge to kill a Titan, and teaming up on one and even managing to kill one without dying was like a pretty huge achievement. And then just a couple of updates. You know, when my first few skins got in the game, that was pretty big. Whenever some of like the really nice skins I made got in the game, that was also quite big. Pirate Bay was very memorable. That was a very good season. So yeah, a number of times throughout the history. Not just learn, practice movement. It is the only skill that you won't gain from playing. Stuff like aim will get better just as you play the game, your map knowledge will get better as you play the game, your game sense and spatial awareness, they'll just improve over time. You don't have to do anything specific to have those get better. Movement won't. For your movement to get better, you very specifically have to practice climbing, you have to practice fuel management, like, you have to put time into those things. They won't just get better if you put a bunch of hours in the game. Ooh, lots of skin making. I have made every skin that I have other than the Reaper. I like working with Blender a lot. It's fun. I get to make cool stuff. I also made some skins for the Battle Pass for a couple seasons. And other than that, a lot of like tournament hosting. I've run a ton of tournaments with the CGH, giving out, you know, fairly large prizes for stuff, and then also running stuff like the Blender Jams, where I get a bunch of skin makers and force them to compete with each other. We're actually doing a new one right now. I actually put the announcement out earlier today. Gun Raiders and weapon skin making, when I started it, I didn't know what I was doing at all. Like, I had no background in art. I had never used Blender before. I didn't even know what Blender was. I just showed up on the Discord one day, and I was like, some of the skins have player creation tags on them. How do you make those? And then someone taught me, and I went from knowing literally nothing to now I do 2D art, I do 3D art, I do 3D animation, I do 2D animation. It's just like, it kind of started my whole inspiration for pursuing art in general. And, you know, like, now I'm applying for colleges, and a lot of the colleges I'm applying to are art colleges, and honestly, like, the beginning of that art journey can be traced back to Gun Raiders in some way. All Titans are evil. Their kind is a scourge to this universe, and all of them must be eradicated without mercy or hesitation. To hunt Titans is the greatest mission to ever be, and our god, Ken Calder, the voice actor of Gun Raiders, has set us on this path of glory. That is my final message.